In late December 2025 and the first days of January 2026, 14 notable figures passed away, as reported in national news. They came from film, music, journalism, fashion, sports, and history, including a veteran actor from The Wire, a young New York Times journalist, a legendary gospel composer, a pioneering female jockey, celebrated athletes, cultural icons, and a Holocaust survivor who dedicated her life to remembrance. In this video, we bring you a brief, factual overview of the most recent confirmed deaths, highlighting who they were, when they passed, and the lasting contributions they leave behind. Isaiah Whitlock Jr. Actor Isaiah Whitlock Jr. has died at the age of 71. Whitlock was best known for his role as Maryland State Senator Clay Davis on HBO's The Wire, appearing across all 5 seasons of the acclaimed series. His portrayal became one of the show's most recognisable performances, symbolising political corruption with both charisma and restraint. Beyond television, Whitlock appeared in numerous films, including Black Klansman, Cedar Rapids, and Cocaine Bear, often lending depth to supporting roles. Over a career spanning 4 decades, he earned respect as a dependable character actor rather than a headline star. Whitlock died on the 30th of December 2025. The cause of death was not publicly disclosed. Tatiana Schlossberg. Journalist Tatiana Schlossberg has died after battling leukemia. She was 35 years old. Schlossberg was an environmental reporter whose work appeared in the New York Times and other major publications, focusing on climate change and sustainability. She gained national attention shortly before her death for a deeply personal essay published in The New Yorker, in which she wrote candidly about living with cancer. Schlossberg was also known as the daughter of Caroline Kennedy and the granddaughter of President John F. Kennedy, though she built her career largely outside political spotlight. Tatiana Schlossberg died on the 30th of December 2025, leaving behind a body of work marked by clarity and restraint. Richard Smallwood. Gospel composer and pianist Richard Smallwood has died at the age of 77. Smallwood was widely regarded as one of the most influential figures in modern gospel music. He was best known for writing Total Praise, a song that became a standard in churches worldwide. His catalogue also included The Centre of My Joy and I Love the Lord, which was famously performed by Whitney Houston in The Preacher's Wife. Trained in classical music, Smallwood brought musical sophistication and emotional depth to gospel compositions for decades. He died on the 30th of December 2025 from kidney failure at a nursing facility in Sandy Spring, Maryland. Carmen de Lavallade. Dancer, choreographer, and actress Carmen de Lavallade has died at the age of 94. A towering figure in American dance, de Lavallade performed on Broadway, at the Metropolitan Opera, and with the Alvin Ailey Dance Company. Her career spanned more than 7 decades, and she continued performing well into her 80 seconds, long after most dancers retire. Known for her expressive movement and artistic longevity, she influenced generations of performers across stage and screen. Carmen de Lavallade died on the 29th of December 2025, following a short illness at a hospital in Englewood, New Jersey. Jacqueline de Rebes. Fashion designer and style icon Jacqueline de Rebes has died at the age of 96. Known for her elegance and disciplined approach to couture, de Rebes designed clothing worn by celebrities including Joan Collins, Raquel Welch, and Cher. Often described as one of the last true aristocrats of European fashion, she was admired for timeless style rather than trend-driven work. Her influence extended beyond design, shaping perceptions of refinement and restraint in fashion. Jacqueline de Rebes died on the 30th of December 2025 at a hospital in Switzerland. The cause of death was not publicly disclosed. Diane Crump. Trailblazing jockey Diane Crump has died at the age of 77. Crump made history in 1969 as the first woman to ride in a pari mutuel horse race in the United States. 1 year later, she became the first woman to compete in the Kentucky Derby. Her early career was marked by hostility and resistance, yet she persisted, opening doors for future generations of women in horse racing. Diane Crump died on the 1st of January 2026 in Winchester, Virginia, after battling glioblastoma, an aggressive form of brain cancer. Eva Schloss. Holocaust survivor and author Eva Schloss has died in London at the age of 96. Schloss was deported to Auschwitz as a teenager and survived the concentration camp, later dedicating her life to Holocaust education. After the war, her mother married Otto Frank, making her Anne Frank's stepsister. Schloss spent decades speaking at schools and universities, sharing first-hand testimony of genocide and survival. Eva Schloss died on the 3rd of January 2026. While the cause of death was not disclosed, her passing marks the loss of a living witness to history. Bob Pulford. Hockey Hall of Famer Bob Pulford has died at the age of 89. Pulford played for the Toronto Maple Leafs during their championship years in the 1,960 seconds, winning 4 Stanley Cups. After retiring as a player, he became a successful NHL coach with the Los Angeles Kings and Chicago Blackhawks. In 1975, he received the Jack Adams Award as the league's top coach. Bob Pulford died on the 5th of January 2026. The cause of death was not publicly released. Michael Reagan. Political commentator and radio host Michael Reagan has died at the age of 80. Reagan was best known for hosting The Michael Reagan Show and writing conservative opinion columns for Newsmax and other outlets. He was the eldest son of President Ronald Reagan and actress Jane Wyman, and frequently spoke about politics and his father's legacy. Known for his outspoken views, he remained active in political media for decades. Michael Reagan died on the 4th of January 2026 after battling cancer. Joanne Oldham. Former NBA center Joanne Oldham has died at the age of 68. Standing 7 feet tall, Oldham was a standout in Seattle basketball during the 1,970 seconds and later starred at Seattle University. He went on to play 10 seasons in the NBA, including stints with the Chicago Bulls and Los Angeles Lakers. After retiring, he helped establish professional basketball leagues in South Korea and China. Joanne Oldham died on the 5th of January 2026 in Atlanta. The cause of death was not disclosed. Sidney Kubrick. Former child actor Sidney Kubrick has died at the age of 97. Kubrick was best known for his role as Woim in the Our Gang short films of the 1,930 seconds. After leaving Hollywood, he pursued a long career in real estate and largely stayed out of the public eye. With his passing, Kubrick became the last surviving regular cast member of Our Gang. He died on the 2nd of January 2026 at a hospital in Los Angeles. Glenn Hall. Hockey legend Glenn Hall has died at the age of 94. Known as Mr. Goalie Hall set a record with 502 consecutive starts and helped pioneer the butterfly style of goaltending. He played for the Detroit Red Wings, Chicago Blackhawks, and Street Louis Blues, leaving a lasting impact on the position. Glenn Hall died on the 7th of January 2026 at a hospital in Stony Plain, Alberta. The cause of death was not publicly disclosed. Elle Simone Scott. Chef and food educator Elle Simone Scott has died at the age of 49. She was best known for her work on PBS's America's Test Kitchen, where she guided viewers through detailed cooking techniques. Scott was also the founder of She Chef, an organisation dedicated to mentoring women chefs of colour. Her career combined culinary education with advocacy and representation. Elle Simone Scott died in January 2026 from ovarian cancer. Jim McBride. Country songwriter Jim McBride has died at the age of 78. A member of the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame, McBride wrote hits for artists including Alabama, Conway Twitty, and Waylon Jennings. He was especially known for his collaboration with Alan Jackson, co-writing songs such as Chattahoochee and Chasing That Neon Rainbow. Jim McBride died on the 6th of January 2026. The cause of death was not disclosed. Those are the most recent national news deaths reported in late December 2025 and the first week of January 2026. Each name represents a life that left a lasting mark through art, sport, journalism, history, or quiet service beyond the spotlight. As the new year begins, we pause to acknowledge these losses and the legacies left behind. Our thoughts remain with the families, friends, and communities mourning in this moment.